All right, today's Sunday, December 29th, 2019. About to start on one door here, probably get two of them done today. So this is old epoxy from I don't know how old. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to block this down with 80 grit, see what we got. Probably put some of that super build on it, or I got a gallon of slick sand. I don't think it really needs it, but I did it to the rest of the car or the entire shell, so I kind of want to keep it going. See if I find any dents. I don't remember there were any dents, but this thing had been laying on the floor for several weeks now, so I don't know what happened, what could have happened to it. So that's today's project. Get both of these doors 80 grit and then super build. Maybe block them again. This is the trunk from the Red Rocket. This is in super build for the last time. This is a reproduction trunk, and man, these things need a lot of work. I think when you buy the reproduction stuff, basically you're paying for a rust-free panel, but you're still doing the same amount of body work, so don't be fooled. It's definitely not scuff and spray and put on your car. It's about 40 degrees outside, but it's about 60 in here. So the insulation's paying off, so I'm gonna get to work on these things. Shouldn't take very long. Car's already pretty straight, but I just kind of want to continue the process. So bring y'all back once I get some progress. All right, so here we are about an hour and a half later or so. I hit these doors with the long block. Let's see how long. That's about, I don't know, 18 inch. 80 grit, and revealed quite a bit of action. So I didn't have to spread any filler on this one, but we do have a little bit of rippling going down here, but it doesn't look like it's ever been repaired because the car was originally ermine white. So we got black epoxy of some sort of gray primer, the white ermine, the factory primer, and then bare metal. And over here, some filler work at some point in time, but it leveled out. It's flat. Here had the same thing going on, and I did have to skim coat some rage, so I just skimmed across the bottom. There's no rust or anything like that. It's just, bare metal high spots and low spots. So skim coat of that. Other than that, the top or the center sections and the top blocked down real good. I just waxed and greased these things, so I'm going to hit these things with the super build. So as I said before, the super build is direct to metal, so it has some epoxy characteristics, I guess you can say. So it's going to not only lock in all this stuff going on, but it's also going to put a heavy mill to block down. So I'm going to super build these things, let them sit for an hour or so, and then 80 grit them again. And then maybe 2K, and then probably let the 2K sit overnight. I don't want to do too many processes in one day. Give the material some time to do what it's going to do. So I'll bring y'all back once I get this thing coated. I'm thinking about 20 ounces, 10 ounces each door. Doesn't need much, just mainly down here in the bottom. Honestly, I don't even think it needs any on the top, but I'm going to just put a light coat, one pass anyways. So I'll bring y'all back once they're coated. Alright, so I got this thing in 2 coats of the super build. As you can see, it covered pretty good, but there's still a little something going on over there. So I'm going to guide coat these things, hit them with 80 grit, maybe finish them with 180, and then 2K them, or maybe epoxy them. I don't know. I'm going to see how this area acts. If it's still breakthrough like that, then I'm going to epoxy it. But 2 coats of the super build. It was about 18 ounces or so. I had a little bit left over, but looking better already. So time to let it dry and guide coat it, and more hand block. Bring y'all back. All right, so we're back. It's now a little after 4 o'clock, same day. I got the super build blocked down. It took a lot longer to cure for some reason. It was gumming up the paper, so I just had to let it sit for a few hours. Blocked it with 80, knocked most of it out. This came out really good. That area right here, that's all good. That door, this door I discovered a pretty big low or high spot, something going on where we got bare metal here a little bit, breakthrough, and it was a dip, so I had to smear some filler. I think it's pretty flat. I'm gonna go forward with the 2K on it. The rest was blocked with 80, and then a little bit of 180 just to make it easier on the 2K to fill in the scratches. So just gonna mix me up a little batch, probably give these 3 coats, and then tomorrow come back 180 block the whole thing, probably give it 2 more coats, and then see what we have, and maybe 400 and paint soon after that. Really, that's my biggest area of concern, and right there. This other passenger door is fine. So we'll see how this driver door plays out, and bring y'all back once it's coated in SPI 2K high build. All right, so we're back. I got these blocked down, guide coat, and blocked with 180 grit on an 18-inch block. Feeling really good about the way they leveled out. Didn't really have any breakthrough. I went around the edges and cleaned them up. No breakthrough at all. I'm surprised at that. Could use a little more sanding there, but we'll be okay. So what I'm gonna do right now is just get both of these in 2 more coats. 2 coats of the SPI 2K, and let them sit overnight. And tomorrow block them 400, wash them, and do that process. Hopefully we get them painted by Wednesday if all goes well. So bring y'all back once I get these things in 2 coats. All right, so I got these doors in 2 coats of epoxy. I'm gonna let them sit till tomorrow morning, hopefully maybe around 10 o'clock. I'll go ahead and base and clear these. There's no bugs, but there is some dust that landed on them. Really minor. I think just some 1500 in the morning. It goes back to my original plan of letting this place with the door closed, and all the dust will settle to the ground, because right now it's still floating around in the air from the door being wide open. Cleaning this place out, sweeping and washing it and all that. So no big deal though, but I'm pretty satisfied with the body work. I think it's gonna be okay. That's about it. I did get a little piece of lint right there. I'll nip that out in the morning. So that's a wrap for now. Just tomorrow morning, come in and lightly sand this epoxy with 1500 just to get some dust out, and then base and clear. Shouldn't take very long. Bring y'all back once that's done. All right, folks, it's New Year's Day 2020. Hope everybody had good celebrations last night. Woke up about 8:30, and I scuffed these with 1200 grit just to knock down the dust that had got stuck in the epoxy. Knocked down pretty good, not 100%, but the base coat's covering what was left. So this is the first coat, and got about 5 more minutes of flash before I do the second coat. I'm gonna do 3 coats, and actually this is leftover paint that I had in the house, so I didn't have to mix anything. But I'm gonna go ahead and go 3 coats on this, 4 coats of clear, just like the rest of the car. Put a coat over there on the door, gas door. Bring y'all back once this thing is in 3 coats. And here we are, 3 coats of color. This last coat been flashing off for about 30 minutes, so I'm getting ready to mix up some clear on the gas door guard. I should have sealed it last night. For some reason I didn't, and got a funky reaction to where it broke through on the wet sanding, so that I'm not even gonna clear that. I don't know why that happened. So that's the base coat. We're gonna go 4 coats of clear on this thing, so I'm gonna start out with about 30 ounces and see what that does. The little door lift technique there worked pretty good. I was able to get underneath the bottom of the door pretty good. I sprayed this with a orange cap Iwata LPH 400, like 18 psi or 16 psi. That's my base gun, and then I have my clear gun is another Iwata 1.4 silver cap, so I'm about to do that. Bring y'all back once it gets some clear. All right, here we are, 4 coats of clear later. Overall, it turned out pretty good, I'd say. There are a little bit of nibs, but there's 0 bugs, so that's a big improvement. Something I've been struggling with out here painting in the middle of a farm. But there is a little bit of nib, but I think 1500 grit will take care of it pretty good. It's 4 coats, sprayed it at about 28, 30 psi. Iwata LPH 400. So next up is going to be trunk work in a couple days here. Get started on that, but I just wanted to document this. Overall, the entire process, it wasn't too bad. Of course, it was a good door to start. So I think the better the start, the better the finish. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and Happy New Year to everybody that's watching. I hope 2020 is good to y'all, and stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for watching.